From a very young age, I traveled with my father across the Farlands, far beyond the borders of Dis City. I saw all kinds of people, cultures, and rhythms of life unlike anything at home. Like stars of every color scattered across the earth, each shining with its own light. Some fought simply to survive. Some worked to preserve what they had. Some longed for change, while others prayed only for peace. Even amid catastrophes and recurring sorrow, they have never stopped speaking. In 1,000 tongues from 1,000 soils, each carrying their own weight, each holding their own fragile, stubborn dream.
I know it all. You conspire with Jabara and his kind to bleed the Farlands dry. Frazier sells hypercubes to us at several times Dis City's price. Of course we can't afford them. You hoard supplies, gouge prices, and make Dis City and the Farlands pay in blood. It's not just hypercubes. Frazier's ledgers show steel, grain, and even people. You're all fucking monsters! This ledger only goes back 5 years. You bastards must have older ones. Talk! When did it start?
We were just trying to survive! Isn't everyone the same?
Cut all that crap! Look at the starving, freezing people of the Farlands. Look them in the eye! Do you dare say you're the same as them?
Differences inevitably lead to discord. In a world of widespread catastrophes and scarce resources, everyone must fight fiercely for what they desire. Friction and conflict, they're unavoidable. Yet I have always been good at coordination. I prefer elegant, gentle methods, finding common ground among divergent wants, weaving mutual happiness from seemingly opposing needs. Wherever I go, I plant seeds of peace. I love peace of that kind. Graceful, deliberate. But alas, the moment the gardener turns her back, those carefully tended shoots are trampled by careless feet, uprooted entirely by short-sighted hands.
You are... Zena. Such insolence. Have you forgotten who gave you Aurum Secretum? Who granted you power and dignity? And who made you suffer in the first place? We gave you the chance for vengeance against Dis City, and now you turn on us like their loyal hound.
I still hate Dis City, even now. But that doesn't make you the righteous ones! You've been lying.
They fan hatred and stoke the flames of war. Those in power never feel the sting when others bleed. They care nothing for justice or vengeance, only how conflict can be turned into more wealth, more power. Even in their greed, these short-sighted fools never learn more elegant, harmonious methods. They always return to the crudest means, spending the lives of others like cheap currency. Myopic, insatiable. And in the end, even their own gains turn to dust.
This city hoarded their hypercubes while Calamity destroyed our home. Fraser talks about humanism, but all they've done is turn us into lab rats for Aurum Secretum, giving us nothing but ruin.
So naive, Sibylla. Did you really think they'd help? This city doesn't care. They don't understand our suffering. They can't even imagine it.
You get to live in luxury by sucking us dry. And you have the nerve to talk to me about what's right?
They never learn respect. They never learn reflection. History simply repeats, over and over again, unchanged. That's impossible! I designed this great expo myself. I've spoken with every Alliance leader. I know their concerns. Draven has stepped down, and the Farlands need time to heal. We drafted a 5-year framework for mutual benefit. Breaking it now serves no one's interests. And besides, this is a black ring we're talking about. Who would benefit from worsening catastrophes? The Farlands haven't even mastered large-scale mania defense. I was here on the ground. There was no celebration, only panic. The people here didn't even understand what's happening. The observatory tragedy was a setup. Someone is deliberately sabotaging this. Don't let anger blind you. Send Blackett. She can uncover the truth. Don't rush into war. Don't... Even my most principled friend had to suffer for your folly. It's always the same. Always. No matter how strong the foundation I lay, once it's in your hands, you tear it down.
You dare attack civilians! I'll kill you!
Are you curious what I'm thinking, Miss Helga? What I'm thinking of, naturally, is nothing but peace. Jabara is a pure pragmatist, sworn to profit, not to any flag. All it took was a few whispers through Fraser's business circles. Rumors that Dis City was gaining ground while Fraser retreated. And he eagerly came to me, looking for an exit. Rael, by contrast, sees only in absolutes. Hot-blooded, impulsive. He dismisses anything from Dis City as a lie and has sworn to expose every conspiracy. How adorable. With just a little guidance, I can shape that righteous suspicion into something useful. His words carry far more weight with the masses than mine ever could. As for the bewildered Yokna and her people, they'll believe anything. Deep down, everyone craves a clear answer. Someone to point the way, to tell them which path is true. And all of this was made possible by my lovely little canary set free. She never needed to win their favor or extract promises. Hypatia simply has to be herself, and everyone who speaks with her lays their hearts bare. That is something I never do.
Tissians are cunning as foxes. Of course it's possible.
The Farlands lack everything. Technology, resources, skilled hands.
I would only ask that when your journey concludes, you must convey my humble regards to Mr. Adelaide.
Only someone as sincere, as utterly devoted as you could hold such power. Thank you for opening their hearts to me, for letting me see what everyone truly desires.
Tell me, what should I do? I know you're there. Please, don't keep hiding from me, Miss Margaret. Mr. Rust. I'd be content just walking behind you. Please. Even if all I can see is your back. Even if I'm only following your shadow.
This is absolute madness! Guards! The Society! Where are those underground sophists? Do something! Apprehend these riotous lunatics!
This has gone far enough. You still haven't learned when to stop. When the weak cannot decide their own fate, and chaos only breeds more tragedy, someone must step forward to build bridges, to find a way through the deadlock. To find that solution, I am willing to use any means, and bear every consequence. Listen to what everyone truly desires, then do everything in my power to fulfill it. When conflicts arise, I find ways to harmonize opposing needs. A world where every wish and want can be reasonably met. Isn't that the very meaning of peace? And that is precisely why I find your actions so intolerable. You use the crudest, most repulsive methods, not only destroying the peace I have built, but crushing the last hope of those who came to you for aid. You noblemen of Frasier, you hold yourselves above, yet wallow in incomprehensible stupidity. If you do not understand what peace is, then I will be the one to teach you. It is necessary compromise, anchored by conviction. It is occasional passion, tempered by reason. It is honesty preserved, cooperation honored, conscience upheld. It is extending a hand despite opposition, choosing dialogue even when the path is difficult. I'm sorry. Is the concept too difficult to grasp? Do not worry. Simply heed my guidance, and I will lead you toward true harmony and unity. Bid farewell to your underground friends. A peaceful world has no place for their interference. Oh dear, I let my true nature slip and lost my temper. That's hardly becoming.
You think you've won? How arrogant. This is the Farlands. No one will believe you. No one trusts a Odyssean.
You're right, of course. My smile strategy won't be nearly as effective now. Once a peace envoy shows her fangs, trust becomes difficult to regain. And yet, all I ever wanted was to help everyone find peaceful solutions.
What could Odyssean like you possibly understand?
Yes, Odyssean speaking of the Farland's suffering is indeed laughable. But if you refuse even the person willing to listen and help, what change can you truly expect? Tell me, will endless fighting, quarreling, killing, will any of that end your pain? Bring the happiness you seek? My words mean nothing to you, I understand. So? My little bird should be returning any moment now.
That's